That is so ugly, it's almost good. We'll have a little contest, see who can find the most macho item.
I like that.
I do too, because I don't even really know what I'm looking for, but I know it when I see it.
Whoa.
Nice catch.
Thank you very much.
So what would it take to walk one of those home?
6,500. Really? Hey, Keenan.
Yeah.
You got our appraiser set up?
I was out at one of the bars one night. I met a girl.
Come on, cousins. I want a piece of you. Oh, jeez.
I'm Scott Cousins,
I'm Sheldon Smithens.
and we're pickers.
See that fork in the road?
Take it.
We travel all over Canada.
Looking for hidden gems in basements, attics, and barns. For me, it's all about the thrill of the hunt. Oh man, we might have hit the mother lode here. I like to move fast. I can always find something we can make a profit on.
I thought I'd seen it all, Scott. I'm looking for that one-of-a-kind item that has its own story to tell. Just like the people we meet, every story is different. It's not junk to us.
What's the most macho thing you've ever done?
4 of us hop on a freight train and ride the rails, had to run to catch it.
Yeah, see, that's dangerous, right?
That's very dangerous, but we were 15. I don't know if it was macho or stupid. but
They
we're-
generally go together.
Yeah.
See, I did so many stupid things when I was younger, I'm not sure which one of them I could pick as the stupidest. So a friendly wager, who can find the most macho thing in the next few days?
All right. Your basic Ernest Hemingway take on life, is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
I like that.
I do too, because I don't even really know what I'm looking for, but I know it when I see it. So we're on the way to Armstrong. Famous for a bunch of different things. Cattle.
Cheese country.
Exactly, cheese.
Yeah.
They're super famous worldwide, I think, for their cheese.
Couple of cheese balls going to cheese country.
You got it, man. We're gonna go see Al, big time collector in country store, advertising, oil and gas. I've heard how good his stuff is, but I've never actually been there. So this will be a first for me and for you, and I think we're both gonna enjoy it.
Go slow, I think we're close.
I think it's right up here on the right. Look at the old car.
Yeah.
Let's go see Al. Yeah, you can tell this is the place.
All the stoneware.
Hey!
Hey, Scott, how you doing?
Good, Al, how are you?
Sheldon.
So this is the place.
This is the place. You guys want to go take a look in the shed first?
Why don't we
Whatever
do
you
that?
suggest.
Just follow me. Oh, we can't go in there.
Yeah, do not
It's my
enter.
place.
Signs all over the place.
Yeah. I've been a collector for about 45 years. There's some beauty in this stuff, especially the advertising things. They got character. I like bullet holes. I like broken, kicked.
My guess is, given that this is outside storage, this is the lower quality stuff that we're gonna see here.
I guess we can start here.
Hey.
How about her?
Wow, you've got some great stuff in there. I don't even know where to start.
You got a little bit of everything here.
Al's a dealer, he's a picker. He's always gonna have some lower end stuff and some high end stuff too.
Shouldn't you be taking one of these back to Calgary?
Whoa!
That good old copper crab.
That is so ugly, it's almost good.
Almost is the key word there.
It's like a Velvet Elvis painting.
Alberta bound, Alberta bound.
Geez, you can sing a lot better than we can. See, that's the kind of thing.
You could get for $10.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I saw it in a garage show for $5, I'd go,
Good luck with it.
You got some trolley card signs, it looks like. Oh, they're all Wrigley's.
Those are good. Those sat in the old trolley cars up high, didn't they?
This might have been later in time, it might have been in a bus as opposed to a trolley cart, because I think the trolley carts were a little narrower than this.
Yeah, and longer.
Yeah. So what are you looking at for some trolley cars?
$20 for the works.
Done. Can't argue with that.
Okay.
Wrigley's is a great name. People love Wrigley's. We should have no problem at $20.
Hey, that's kind of good.
Yeah, that's off probably an old gas station clock.
What it is the face of an Art Deco clock. Does it work?
Yes, it does.
Huh. Had more pieces surrounding it originally and sometimes some advertising on the bottom. What would you want for that, Al?
$45.
What were you thinking? You were thinking 30, weren't you, Scott?
I'm thinking 30. Apparently I'm thinking 30.
Well, 35, bottom line.
Sold.
Sold?
Done.
Done. How much you charge for your matchbooks?
Usually they run around $1 each.
I spot a whole bunch of matchbooks, and of course on some of them are pinup girls. If I took a bunch, would you go 50 cents each on them?
Sure. What do you like?
Well-
You're looking at those girls a lot.
Well, you see, Sheldon and I got a little bit of a bet going.
Uh-huh.
Who can get the most macho thing, and there's not much more macho than pinup girls on matches, is there?
That is.
I'm not sure if that's macho or not, but I'm hedging my bets. These are just to win a bet, bud.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I think I'll take a few of them.
What are you doing, Scott?
Hey, I think I got something to win the bet.
Matchbooks?
Sheldon and I, we don't always agree on what we're gonna buy.
To me, the matchbooks are cheesecake. So I put on a 1970s hockey helmet. Come on, cousins, I want a piece of you.
Killer. Killer number 11, right on the back.
That's macho.
hilarious.
And I got a breastplate to just in case you get a shot in.
You know what? You try to be macho by putting on a hockey helmet, you better be prepared for a macho response.
I'll get him back.
So Al, when are you gonna invite us into the house?
Why don't you come take a look? Some things are negotiable, I guess.
Perfect. I'm really optimistic. I know we're gonna see good things. Whether they're for sale at a price that we can do something with, that remains to be seen.
You take your jacket off if you want. I don't know if there's anything you like.
Wow, look at this. We're walking in the house, and of course there's advertising everywhere as we walk in. Holy smokes.
Well, I like the high-end things.
Yeah,
Scott really likes the same things that I do.
it's impressive. There's no doubt about that.
He's a sick puppy like I am for this stuff.
Wow, some good things in here.
Sheldon really is into the glassware more, you could see, and the finer things in a house. Scott is after what we would have thrown in the dump.
One man's junk is another man's treasure. I love that table. The Broadway Hotel, what a great logo. That's Vancouver, right?
That is Vancouver.
1930s, 1940s era, can be used as a side table in anyone's house. What would it cost me to buy a Broadway Hotel table?
Well, 400. 400 would take it out of the house.
I'm not sure if we could get much more than 400 out of it. The
I had
Broadway
a kind of
Hotel
a
was.
macho suggestion, though. I thought we could have a little bit of an arm wrestle. Could either be 3 or 4, depending on who won.
Wow.
How about an arm wrestle?
Oh, jeez.
You're gonna beat me though. Look at the arm. Look at the arm.
Exactly.
Twisting wrists, I haven't done that in years and years, and of course, I hate to lose. This guy's cheating here.
Hey, look, he's got his arm bent over on me.
Hold on just a second.
And I'm gonna try to get Al curled in and pull him towards me if I can.
3, 2, 1.
No, he's got me. You see, you let him cheat.
But we're a team.
Al was a lot stronger than he looks. He's a skinny guy, but he's got pretty good biceps.
All right, why don't we call it a draw?
350? 350?
Good.
350?
350. All right. Okay.
We were done. We've saved $50 and I didn't lose face.
I gave in.
That is so good.
That's 1909.
Atlas School Supply Company, Chicago, Illinois. I just love the way it's got all of the peaks on it. It's a little rough on this edge, is where all the kids were playing with it, but it's great.
So are you telling me you're interested?
Well, my wife would love that. She loves maps.
What do you want for it?
350.
Yeah, that's steep. So I'm not saying it's unreasonable, it's just, do you have any room?
The best I could do is probably $50 down, so 300. And that's probably what I'm into it.
I'm done. At $300, it's a bit steep, but I know if we can't sell it, my wife's gonna wanna keep it.
I'm on a shopping trip for his wife.
And you're paying half the cost of
And it's
everything.
only costing me half.
It's beautiful.
Hey, where did the glass come from, Al?
the yard sale.
Painted glass. They've got 2 good macho images on them. Let me put them up against the light here.
Yeah, they are just awesome with lighting behind them.
Hey, but that's macho. Look at that guy coming over the falls.
He's got the square jaw.
Exactly.
And he's doing something really stupid.
He should be yelling and screaming right now.
That could be a potential entry into the macho contest. The other one's kind of a cowboy one here.
Yep.
What do you want for them, Al?
$80.
$80 the pair?
Yep.
Boy, hard to argue with that.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
We should triple or even quadruple on those. We walk in the kitchen and there's things I would love to own, and I'm not even an advertising guy. You got some incredible things here, Al.
Whoa, is that a beaut? He looks like he's been smoking a little peyote there.
That's a hider, too.
Oh,
Artist.
Hyder.
That's a hider, yeah.
You know, Hyder was the guy that did the Calgary Brewery
Yeah,
paper.
no, I know it.
Never seen that Five Roses flower sign.
Definitely first war.
Yeah.
He's pointing back, saying, buy this flower because this is what we send to our troops who are fighting for our country.
Appealing to your patriotism.
But that's what I always say about advertising. The reason I love advertising is because it tells you something about what people were thinking at the time they made it.
And that tells an interesting story, that one.
Man, that is such a tempting piece. That is a piece that I can't walk away from if I can get it today. What would you want out of that?
1,500 takes it off the wall.
The calendar part's replaced, right?
Yes, but it's all original underneath.
I'm having some trouble with the decision because by not having an original calendar pad, you knock out the top 2% of the market that only wants complete and only wants original. If that had the original calendar piece on it, I wouldn't hesitate for a heartbeat at $1,500. But I'm thinking that may be one that I'm married to for a while because the calendar pad's missing. See, I'd feel a lot better at 12, 15.
Oh, I like to think I'm a pretty good negotiator. I've bought a lot of things, and I'm like Scott, because he's just an old roughhouse hockey player. Man, I've been coming down on a lot of things. Absolute bottom line, 13. Or it just looks really nice there, and then you can come over and visit now and again and just look at it.
Do I have to pay anything to visit?
No, I might even give you a beer.
With a guy like Al, there are two ways to deal with him. What's your bottom line? Either say yes or no. The other way is over 2 days with a bottle of scotch. We don't have time for that. 1,300.
Okay.
And a beer.
Okay. I got lots of dishes if we have extra company to serve them.
The heck with the dishes. I'm looking at the Five Roses flower sign. I know that sign well. I owned that sign one other time and traded it away to somebody and always regretted it.
I take it that's a really rare one, Scott?
Tin litho, that's the reason why it's so hard to find, right? Porcelain survived, tin litho did not survive. I have gone 15 years without seeing another one, and I might go another 15 years before I see another one.
I was thinking of just painting it over, make a stop sign out of it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Or you could just sell it to me instead. That is amazing. Are you selling it?
It could be sold.
Can we get that down then? It's always hard to buy from the kitchen in a house because I know he loves it and I know his wife loves it. I know I'm not getting it cheap. It's got a few scratches on him, which is unfortunate. It's just such a tough sign to find, though.
You like it, don't you?
I love it. It's just such a rare image.
Only Canadian, red, Five Roses.
What would you need out of that?
I was thinking 14.
Which is about twice what I paid for the one that I had before. What would your rock bottom price be on it?
12. Absolute bottom, 12. Rock bottom.
Oh.
All right.
I'm gonna have to live with it.
Good
I know.
going.
I know it's my only chance to get one, probably again.
I knew we were not leaving today without Scott having that sign in his arm.
That's a little more than I wanted to pay for a sign in that condition, but you just don't see them. That's a keeper for me. We're not selling that. And Sheldon paid half of it.
Now we're buying for the whole family. We've made some great purchases. I think we should go get a little packing, maybe load her up. This one's got a little deco to it. That's a good deal for Scott and I. We should easily be at $65.70.
We should have no problem at $20 selling those for $50, $60, $70.
That is so good, isn't it?
I'm really happy about that. You know what? I think we should get somebody to appraise this. I'm curious to see what it's worth now. Great day for me. Got some fabulous items. Al, it's been great.
Thanks a lot.
Good to meet you,
And I
Al.
hope you guys make something on this.
Good guy, good dealer. I'm really happy. New friend for me.
It was sure a lot of fun.
Next time you can come to my house, and I'll
Okay.
take advantage of you.
Do I get a beer?
Yes.
Okay.
I wasn't quite expecting them to take as much out of the house, but they did pick some pretty good items, and I hope they do okay on them.
See you in Calgary, Al.
Have a good trip.
Okay, thanks, Al. I always love it when you can buy stuff off the wall of a guy's house.
And the guy going over the falls in the canoe, as macho as you get.
So, Sheldon, I think we should give Keenan a call. Do you really think he had everything set up in the shop?
Hard to say.
We should give him a little test, see if he can find us an appraiser for that 5 Roses flower sign.
He might surprise us.
Hello?
Keenan, this is Scott and Sheldon.
Hey, how's it going?
We bought a few things out in BC, and we need you to find us an appraiser. We picked up an old 5 Roses flower sign from about 1920 or so.
Okay.
See who you can round up, and then we'll talk to you when we get back to town.
Okay, sounds good.
Hey, Keenan, how are things looking at the warehouse?
They're good. We're getting a little bit of progress.
Yeah, are you working hard?
I'm busy.
Perfect. Do you believe him? So we still got our little Macho thing going. I guess we should decide what we're playing for, and just a friendly little bet. Loser buys the winner a pint.
You're on. We're going to Abbotsford. Around the turn of the century, I think it was 1903, the most famous bank robber in Canadian history hung out around this part of the world, Billy Miner. Is that right? It was his invention to say, hands up.
That's funny.
We're going to Dave's place, and he's gonna have a ton of stuff, all kinds of oil and gas things.
Oh, okay. I think I see it right here. That's Dave's place.
And he's got shipping containers,
Oh, look, he's got dogs, too.
little Rottweilers.
Yikes. Let's go see Dave.
Hey guys, how are you?
Sheldon?
Dave, Scott.
Scott.
Nice
How
to
are
meet
ya?
Good, thanks.
So what's the story?
Well, you know, I like gas and oil and signs. I like cars, and I like everything to do with cars, and that includes the gas and oil and the advertising. So I have some signs in there.
You got a lot of signs. Signs everywhere.
You've been busy, Dave. There's gas pumps, some restored, some in the rough. How is it that you've got a couple of sets of traffic lights?
I traded those in with the person.
I cannot believe how much stuff Dave has accumulated.
Well, you know, it's a fine line between collecting and hoarding. Originally, I started collecting gas and oil, and then I all of a sudden liked pop, so I started collecting a bit of pop. For a little while, I was general store signs too, but I sold those because I figured I got to start focusing, right? So the challenge for me is to let go of some of the stuff.
So does that mean that the tobacco ones are going to be cheap as you're getting out of them?
Probably.
I like this one right here. The sign that catches my eye is Model Tobacco.
It's a bit of a beater, but it's not a common sign.
Good image. The guy reminds me of the fellow from the Monopoly game.
It's porcelain.
Yeah, you usually see those in tin. That's a great sign. The condition's not as big a problem because of the figural nature of the sign with the old man on it.
What would you want for that one?
$150.
I like it better at 100 with the shots in it.
What do you think about 100 and a quarter?
So
All right. At $125, we'll do well on the Model Tobacco sign.
I like that high plane one. He's got to have 200 or 300 signs in that warehouse.
Oh, I like that.
Some are really good ones. Dave, would you sell your big red Indian? It looks like it's about an 8 out of 10. I want that sign if I can get it.
no, that's part of my core collection.
What about your wall of pop?
Yeah, those are keepers.
We're trying them on. We're asking about several things. What about this one, Dave? Would you part with Frenchie?
I just can't sell that.
Not for sale.
Dave, you got a couple big Texacos. Are either of those for sale?
No.
I guess you're a Texaco guy, aren't you?
He's a buyer, not a seller.
It's tough to sell just because I've paid probably full retail for an item.
I'm concerned we're not going to get anything good out of here. The Red Indian there.
I just upgraded, so that used to be the centerpiece before.
Yeah. We might get the occasional double today, or maybe some oddball thing. This one got shot with a machine gun.
Sure looks like that.
I mean, Red Indian is one of the rare ones where condition is less of a factor than some other things.
Well, it's the most collectible Canadian gas and oil company.
What would you need out of that one?
Probably around 15.
I'm tempted, but I'm not tempted enough because I'm in at 1,000 on that, hoping to get 15 for it. I think we're just a little too far apart on that one.
This time.
This time. One of the hardest things we see in this business is trying to buy from a buyer. Well, show us some more stuff. Let's go back.
Come on.
So now I've changed gears. I know I'm not getting quantity anymore. I'm trying to find the easiest thing for us to sell at a good dollar. Well, that's a nice one.
Yeah, isn't it? It's an old pump.
30s.
30s.
It's got the Art Deco sort of look.
Yeah,
to it.
tombstone.
Beautiful pump. Red Indian Marathon Blue Gas.
And that's a Canadian pump too. It's by Wayne out of Toronto.
That is a great one though, because not only has it got the Red Indian look, it's the Marathon Blue, which is a rarer version of the Red Indian.
Yeah, it's a premium gas, right?
Yeah. It's just a great look.
It's a good-looking pump.
Like, I mean, that's a way better pump,
We love those double visibles, too.
but I like the looks of this one better.
Yeah.
We can sell that pump in our market for probably $3,500, maybe $4,500 on a stretch. So what would it take to walk one of those home?
Out of my shop, you're probably looking at around 6,500.
Really?
Something like that, right?
But we're not in that marketplace,
No.
we're not selling retail. I'd like us to be in this thing at $2,500 to sell it for $3,500. So where would you need to be on it?
Probably 3,000.
Jeez, that's tempting. $3,000.
How about an arm wrestle?
Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll go 3 on this one. You be nice to us later on.
That's a deal.
Okay.
All right, I'm
Perfect.
happy
Thank
about
you.
that.
I have over 200 gas pumps, right? So it was a little bit easier for me to give it up.
I'd say now we're motoring.
Now, I see you got a Michelin man here. He reminds me of myself.
You know his name?
I do not know his name.
He's Bib, isn't he?
Yes.
Bib, why is he Bib?
Bibendum, I think, is his real name.
Bibendum.
Little known fact.
You're making that up.
Not making that up.
What would you want for something like him?
Around 600.
I can't grind you too hard on that. How about 5?
Sure. It's a good deal.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good deal for me and a good deal for you.
Bibby!
Hey.
Bibby!
But can you imagine him in your living room with a light in him?
I can imagine him in your living room with a light in him.
And you're gonna see him in my living room with a light in him. Anything else for us to see that's for sale?
Another garage. Why not? Let's take a look.
Now we're getting further away from the collection. Does that mean it's gonna be cheaper over here?
Never know. Let's find out. There's 3 more items.
Oh, yeah.
Walk in the garage, 2 beautiful little pedal cars right on the ground staring us in the face. That's a Murray. Really good maker. 1960s probably. Is that original?
Yes, both of them are original paint and original graphics.
Is that a Murray too?
Yes.
Those are the kind of things that 10 years ago would have sold for $600, $700 a piece. You know, pedal cars are a little soft. We don't usually buy them, but these 2 are in great nick. What would you want for a pair like that?
Probably around 800.
What do you think?
Well, I'd be a lot happier at half that. I'd be a lot happier at 4.
What about 5?
I'm good with 5. Are you good with 5?
I'm good with 5.
They have personalities that are very much different. I think Scott's more of a grinder. I think Sheldon's more of a nice guy.
Dave is very quiet, soft-spoken.
But in general, it's tough picking.
I could probably do 650 for you, Scott.
Remember, you owe me one. Remember? You said you'd be nice to me if I went 3,000 on the gas pump?
Yes.
How about 6?
Okay, done.
Good, I'm happy with that. We're paying some good, top-notch prices today, but we're buying top-notch merchandise.
Hey, Sheldon, I got something neat to show you. Have you seen one of these grip strength machines?
Oh, yeah, but never one in as good a shape as this. It's a grip meter, the sort of thing where a couple of guys would be at the fair and say, okay, I'm gonna show you how strong I am. Can I try it? Does it work?
Yeah, just drop a penny in there.
Yeah, that's a Macho item. I need to own that. I'm just about to squeeze it. Dave, what do you need out of it? When I see Scott over there talking to Dave.
Only 500.
500 done.
Sold.
What do you mean sold?
Bang! Deal done. That's my entry to the Macho competition. I win.
He just scooped me in the Macho competition. I'm not happy you scooped me, but 500 is a good price.
You gotta assess your opponent's weakness and go right in for the kill.
Scott, did you spot that?
There's a good one. That is a great one. That's almost a 100-year-old tin, and it had the old Indian chief on it. Sheldon, have you ever seen the old Indian chief?
I know
That's the
exactly what you're
old
talking
Indian
about,
chief.
because the detail.
In the feathers is so much better than in the later one. That's an early tin.
It's probably only 1 or 2 or 3 cans like that that would have survived.
It's as good a red Indian tin as I've ever seen. That's the best of the best. If you're gonna own one red Indian tin,
It's the nicest can I have.
would you be interested in selling that?
That's a keeper.
What about $750?
Oh, I just can't sell that.
What about $850?
That's a keeper, thanks.
Oh, you're killing me, buddy.
A man of his principles.
My worst fear whenever I see an oil and gas guy is that I'm gonna see a red Indian piece I can't buy.
Yeah, that tin's very important to my collection, Ray.
It kills me, it kills me, it kills me.
Well, I'm happy with the things that we did get. I think we should go get some packing material and maybe start packing her up.
He looks like me, he's shaped like me. I'm taking him home. That's an attractive sign. We'll double up on that, no problem. We can sell that pump in our market for probably $4,500 on a stretch. Hey, Dave, that was great. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sheldon. It's easy to bring stuff home, but it's hard to take stuff away from your home.
Thanks a
Okay,
lot.
We'll
Yeah.
keep in touch.
Thanks
See
very
ya.
much.
Yeah.
See you, Dave. Hey, well, that was an interesting pit.
Everything we bought was good.
The grip meter. In the Macho category, that's about as good as it gets.
Why don't we give Keenan a call, see how he's doing with the appraiser for that 5 Roses flower sign.
Hello.
Hey, Keenan.
Hey, how's it going?
Goes great. How are you doing?
Just working around the warehouse.
And are we getting some work done there?
Oh yeah, busy.
Have you had any luck finding the appraiser?
I spoke with a few people, but I'm still tracing down a couple leads, but I'm on it.
Who do you have so far? Do you know their names?
Well, I spoke with a lady, I spoke with a gentleman. I have their names written down.
And you're getting some work done in the meantime there, Keenan?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get as much done as I can for you guys till you're back.
Hey, Keenan, nose to the grindstone.
Yeah, I'm giving it.
Okay, we'll see you when we get back to town.
Awesome, sounds good.
All right, thanks, bye.
Bye.
Okay, he doesn't know the names of the guys he's got. What, did he pick them up at Cash Corner?
I don't know what to think about that. I wish we were there to sort of see what he was doing.
Well, he was out of breath. Hopefully that meant he was moving things around. Take a look at that.
Oh, beautiful.
That's one thing I love about coming to this part of the country is how many eagles you see.
So we're off to Mission, right beside the Fraser River. Beautiful part of the world.
That's wonderful.
So guess who we're going to see? Attila.
Attila! That's a pretty macho name, though, you gotta admit.
Absolutely. We're going to a brew pub.
A brew pub. We're
Yeah.
picking a brew pub.
Yeah. I knew you'd be happy.
I love it. So we still got our macho competition, but I think we gotta let somebody decide it, and who better than the brewmaster?
Good idea. Attila. So this is Mission Springs.
Here it is. Oh, look at the bottle right on the top.
Fire truck?
I'd like to buy that fire truck.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go see what they got.
A little early for a pub, isn't it?
It's never too early for a pub. Hey,
I'm Attila.
Scott, how are you?
Good to meet you, Scott.
Sheldon.
Sheldon, good to meet you.
This is incredible.
You've got tons of stuff just walking in the door.
The owner of Mission Springs really likes his antiques, and he manages to fill this building up with all this stuff.
Is this stuff for sale that we're seeing here?
There's definitely things here that we can look at.
Wow, what a great bar. Never seen so many taps in one place.
What is that?
Can I take it down?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's an old Edison lamp display that would have sat in a counter. Mazda lamps, Edison lamps. Good country store collectible. When the light bulbs went out, you'd go in there at the store and you'd go buy one light bulb. 1945 lamp specification chart, so you can date it right to 1945. It's got that sort of deco look to it as well. Would you consider selling that?
That would I'd have to take a few minutes.
Gotta make a call on that one?
You betcha.
You gotta look a list, you gotta talk to somebody.
Yeah, something like that. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
Hey, Norm.
What I'm hearing here is Attila's here to sell us some stuff, but he really doesn't know what it's worth. So when we express interest, he's got to go chat with someone to see what it's worth.
I'm just trying to think here what that would be worth. Gee.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay.
Thanks. Well,
So, what's the story?
it's definitely a possibility.
That means the price is going to be high.
$475.
Whoa! Almost double retail on that piece. I'm in this at 100 and a quarter to 150. We've had one better than this that we
Okay.
sold for 350.
Yeah, well, I won't be going any lower.
We're up. You should have it with that up.
At least.
Okay.
I'll have to give you something for that. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe a pint of beer.
Now you're talking.
I'm in.
Maybe you should have one too.
Yeah.
Do you have any Coke stuff?
There's a few Coke things.
Do you have anything that's interesting that you're not going to see every day?
I've got one on the pub side.
Well, let's go take a look at it.
All right. It's a bit of a walk. Big building.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
I am shocked because when I walk down the steps, I see a super rare Coke sign. That's not one I've seen very often before.
Well, I can be honest with you, I haven't seen one ever.
We know about 5 Coke collectors that don't have that sign. I'm going to offer you $1,500 for it.
Whoa. Oh, tough one. You know what? I'm gonna have to leave you again.
Again, he's got to go away and find out how much it is.
I'll be back in a minute, guys.
We don't have enough time for him to do a negotiation with somebody on every purchase.
We're stalling out here.
If we can't make a deal on the next few things we try, I think we got to see if there's a shed or a basement or something we can go look in.
Right, I agree.
Well,
I'd love to say yes, but I just can't. I think it's a real heartfelt thing with him.
I'm pretty shocked because I got a lot of respect for $1,500. So he was like, no.
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 Not even maybe, not even.
Not even maybe.
I'm feeling a little deflated because I'm seeing some things that I really want to own and I just can't get them.
All right, well, let's not pause here. Let's keep picking. Looks like we're not going to buy the primo items. They're screwed to the wall in the bar.
I'd like to introduce you to Norm.
Oh, hey,
Norm? Scott?
Scott, glad to know you.
Sheldon.
Sheldon, I'm glad to know you.
He's not the owner, but he's our expert.
Oh,
Well, I don't
okay.
know about being an expert. I know a fair amount about antiques and in general.
So you're the guy that's being hard on us.
Well, I'm trying to be easy on you, not hard on you.
Did he tell you what I heard on that Coke sign?
Well, he's a hard man to get along with.
Yeah.
I'm easy.
I like Norm and Attila, but we've got to find some stuff that's for sale.
Is there somewhere we can go where the stuff's a little less dear to your heart?
We want the stuff that's not nailed
Downstairs,
down.
that's...
Yeah.
Downstairs?
Let's
Lead
go.
the way, let's
All
go.
right.
Now I'm feeling a little more optimistic.
It's always good when you're having no luck upstairs to get down below or out to the garage.
Are you coming too, Norm?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
I guess the only good thing is we can at least talk to him directly, not through Attila. I love the smell of beer in the morning.
So this is where it all happens,
This is
isn't
where
it?
it happens. The
Wow.
bottling and the barrels are in there. Got some toys back here.
I'm going in. Oh, that would have been good. Sort of a cutie little guy.
I go into the next room, and there's a leather helmet. It's a football helmet, early one. I think I found the ultimate macho piece. I love it. I thought at first it was a reproduction. I was so surprised to see it. What do you want for that, Attila?
What do you think, Norm?
I think probably 25 bucks.
Bingo. Great buy. I'm so happy with that. I have a buyer for it immediately.
I don't know about that table. I wouldn't trust it too much.
No?
Ah, go ahead, Scott.
Being the
Take a
ballet
chance.
dancer that I am. So I'm climbing up there, and I'm just passing anything that looks like it's got any value back to Sheldon. And I'm letting him do the deals on it.
I'm buying. I like it. Hey, these are kind of neat. These are new, but
Are you hungry?
I am, as a matter of fact. What would I have to pay for a fork and a spoon?
That was 50 bucks.
Done. Not even going to argue with you guys on that one.
Way to go.
50 bucks?
What a deal at 50 bucks.
I was too busy climbing and handing things down to Sheldon. I didn't even notice the stupid fork.
Not every single thing we buy has to be old.
You got some instruments up here. Wall hanger trombone for a bar or something?
Oh, yeah.
And a crappy little, I think that's a repop.
Scott's passing me good stuff. A couple wall hangers, though, that'd be good.
I'd pay 30 for the trombone and nothing
Right.
for the little one.
But I was thinking 30 and 10.
How about 35?
That's good enough.
All right. Now we're making
Now
some
we're
headway,
moving.
guys. Yeah.
Oh, only if it's dirt cheap. Like I said, you're gonna catch it when it comes.
Nice catch.
Thank you very much. I love an accordion simply because Scott hates an accordion.
25 bucks for that.
Done.
I was gonna say 10. Look at this shell. It's like a little hobo.
And that's tramp art.
Yeah, it's a little
Is it
hobo
really?
thing.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Okay. 1923.
yeah,
Huh. Somebody's odd idea of a stringed
yeah.
instrument. It was some sort of musical implement. What would the fair price on that be?
50 bucks.
Sort of thing I'd pay 20 for.
Yeah, because it's
Or
just...
would you pay 25?
25 it is.
All right.
Screaming good deal.
Oh, Bohemian made, still full.
Yeah, oh
We
yeah.
could probably drink those.
Those are made from 1950, and I wouldn't dare drink them.
That would be a macho thing to do.
That's
There you go.
That would be a macho thing to do.
If you did, I think you'd have the skitters for a week.
I'm not really sure what skitters are, but they can't be good.
Hey, well, we did a little damage in the corner here. Can we go up and have a beer now?
You betcha.
Hey,
Cheers.
Cheers.
good fun, you guys.
Lots of fun.
But you're gonna have to help us with one last thing.
Name it.
Scott and I have had a little bit of a wager going the last few days, and we're looking for a macho item. I think I got the winner, but you tell us which is the most macho item.
Ah.
Sheldon and I got this little bet going about who can find the most macho item.
She sort of speaks for herself, doesn't she? I think I have a good entry. It's a late acquisition, but a leather helmet, no mask. We're talking a really macho piece here. All this wear right here, every little chip represents two guys butting heads.
No, that was probably a field goal kicker's helmet, okay? I don't get the macho bit with that helmet, and it's a little sneaky to buy something off the judge and then have him judge the contest.
The guy that scooped me on the gripper is calling me sneaky.
I didn't scoop him, I did it right in front of him. I'm gonna show you something that's truly macho.
Oh, he's got to stand up for this.
Now look at that. It's pretty hard to beat a grip strength tester for macho. Each of you can have a go.
It works.
Give it your best grip.
Go ahead.
Oh, it rings the bell.
And your turn. Give it a shot. Unless the fix is in, I got a winner.
What do you think, Norm?
Oh, it's a tough call.
Newt Rockney wore this helmet.
Yeah, right. Louis Pisaglia wore that helmet.
Hey, what's wrong with
Hey,
Louis?
yeah, exactly.
He's
What's
a
wrong with
kicker.
Louis?
Oh, man.
He's a kicker.
You just went after the BC
okay.
Lions.
He's a British Columbia icon, and you don't insult him in British Columbia.
Somebody just swayed me. I'm gonna go for the helmet.
Norm, what are you going for?
I know you're going to be mad at me when I say this, but I'm going to go for the helmet.
You guys don't know Macho, but making...
Thanks a lot, guys. This has
Oh,
been a great
thank you very
day.
much.
Thanks for being raw.
Awesome.
Thanks, Norm. Whoa, you got a grip on you, man. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a little peckish.
That fork and spoon is too much money at any price.
We always have a little fun with accordions. I love leather. Anything that's leather, but especially a leather helmet.
I've heard that about you,
Yeah.
that you like leather. It's a cool thing, and we're gonna make good money off that.
I love Mission. I can't wait to come back.
I'm glad you guys came.
And when you come out to Calgary, come out, we'll give you a white hat.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Take care. Okay.
There's the fire truck. I like that fire truck. We could use that.
I think we got to take a shot at it. We noticed her when we drove in.
She's a beaut.
Yeah.
What is it, 42, 43, 44?
42?
I love everything about that fire truck. I love the look of it. It's got the great 40s Dodge look.
So what has she got, a big water tank on it?
Yeah, it's a water pumper.
Yeah, and Scott and I talked about it. We'll just fill it full of beer, and then we can serve them right here. How many times are we buying a fire truck? Let's give it a try. What do you need out of it?
We're talking 8?
$8? Oh, that's just a bit too much.
No, at 8,000, guys, I don't think it makes sense to us. What would you think about, and don't be offended, but to us, and we've got to move it back to Alberta,
Okay.
what would you think about 4?
That's a little low.
5 would be more in order. That's up to you.
Excellent. I'm really happy at that. I love this thing.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Thanks, Norm. This is the best thing we bought in a long time.
We've been looking for something like this for, what, 5 years?
And when are you delivering it?
No, that don't include delivery.
And I'm guessing we're gonna get an offer for twice what we paid for it real quick.
I love picking in BC.
Yeah, overall, I think we did really, really well. A fire truck. I'm gonna get Keenan, I'm gonna tell him he's gonna drive it back.
Hey, Keenan.
Yeah,
You got our appraiser set up?
yeah, absolutely.
So what do we got?
Well, I've spoke with a few people. I wish I could have got somebody down here to speak with you, but
So we don't got a warm body.
no warm body.
Oh.
I spoke with Cash Calgary Pawn Shop, Brad or Daryl there. They're both interested in looking at it.
Next.
I apologize. I spoke with Louie. He knows lots of people.
Boxing Louie?
Yeah, my coach.
Next.
I was out at one of the bars. I met a girl. Starts off bad, but it turns out really good. She's an antique specialist. She's very good looking. It's worth talking to her, and she seems to know her stuff. She really does.
Antiques.
Antiques. She knows.
Sheldon, I'm calling Jerry.
We got to make a call.
I have to give him credit for getting the phone number of a really good-looking girl in a bar.
At least it wasn't on the back of a cigarette package. That's right. Maybe we need Jerry.
I think we better go.
Yeah.
Man, as soon as you walk in, you're just blinded by neon. You are infamous. We're swimming with sharks here, and this is not a normal pit. I got them kids with me. Maybe we should bring Nash and Liam.
Now, you watch, because your dad's going to want to start climbing.
Don't tell your mom that I'm doing this.
What would you pay for a purple insulator, Nash?
$5.
No! No!
Whoa! Fantastic! Yeah!
Amazing!
Look at that.
I'm Scott Cousins,
I'm Sheldon Smithens.
and we're pickers.
See that fork in the road?
Take it.
We travel all over Canada.
Looking for hidden gems in basements, attics, and barns. For me, it's all about the thrill of the hunt. Oh man, we might have hit the mother lode here. I like to move fast. I can always find something we can make a profit on.
I thought I'd seen it all, Scott. I'm looking for that one-of-a-kind item that has its own story to tell. Just like the people we meet, every story is different. It's not junk to us. Best road food in Winnipeg.
Yeah, this is good. Are you driving again?
You bet.
Heading off to Steinback, small town, Mennonite history.
Bring your own beer.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't been to a dry town for a long time. I don't ever want to go again. Going to see Norm and Clarence, two brothers. Dad died a few years ago. There's this big property with a bunch of stuff on it. They just want rid of it. They've waited long enough, and they're ready to go.
So they're not normally sellers.
They've never sold anything, ever. And I got the kids with me. I'm thinking maybe we should bring Nash and Liam.
Norman and Clarence aren't going to know what hit them.
Oh, man. Nash is like the Tasmanian devil of pickers. And Liam is the Cheech and Chong of pickers. He's actually quite funny. He just doesn't talk much.
So what do we do, go to the hotel?
Yeah, why don't you drop me off? I'll take the other vehicle out there, and then I'll meet you there. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, a couple of brothers.
To meet a couple of brothers.
To meet a couple brothers.
Don't get lost without me.
I might just start buying without you.
Yeah, you better not.
Hello, I'm Sheldon.
Hey,
Hi.
Sheldon. I'm Norm. I'm Clarence. Welcome.
You here to show me some
Let's
stuff?
take a look.
All right.
Take a look and see what my dad collected over the years.
Did he buy and sell, or?
No, primarily bought. He would do some trading, but he really wasn't a seller.
And what did he do? Go to auction sales around here?
Yeah, around here locally, auction sales and garage sales. Dad's collection was quite enormous. I mean, Dad had everything neat and in its place. And unfortunately, none of his children have the time, perhaps, and maybe the passion for it that he did. So it's just time that other people enjoy his collection, and we'll move on.
Hey,
Here's trouble.
Scott, how
Hi,
are
Scott.
you?
Hi.
This is my son Nash, and my other son Liam.
Hi, Nash.
This is Norm and Clarence.
Hi, Norm.
Hi. How are you?
Hey.
Hey, Nash, you got your picker hat on today.
Yeah. I told these guys I got a budget. They each got $100.
Oh.
So, but you got to be gentle on them.
I got a tip for you. Don't necessarily buy the first thing you see that you like. Check it all out and then figure out what you're gonna buy.
And when you're negotiating, always start low. You didn't hear that, did you?
Because we're always going to start high.
Well, let's start at the sort of the least valuable place. And
Okay.
let's-
Now you watch, because your dad's gonna wanna start climbing.
Don't tell your mom that I'm doing this. There's some odds and sods back here, Sheldon, but I think everything requires a fair bit of work.
Like you say, broken or odds and ends.
Man, there was time in the 70s where you could get $5, $10, $20 for an insulator. Now you get $5 for a box.
That's right.
You want to look at that? I have to say, I do like the purple ones.
Yeah,
Always have.
me too.
What would you pay for a purple insulator, Nash?
$5.
No! No! That's all of them! No! My worst nightmare is coming true. My son is buying insulators, and he's offered $5 a throw for them. You got to negotiate harder, bud. I don't even think you could get that in the 70s for an insulator.
Where did you go wrong?
$5 for like a white one
No.
and a purple one.
No! No!
Purple one, white one.
$5 for 8 purple.
How much
$5
offering?
for 8.
How about $10?
$8 for 8.
Just for the purple ones.
Yeah.
Let's let her go.
Okay, shake the man's
go.
hand. There, bud.
That's a deal.
I said you're gonna say Sheldon there for a second. You're the first person I've seen in 10 years buy an insulator. The only thing I'm gonna say about that is he got the best 8 insulators for $8.
But I think we better move on here.
Where's next?
Another building here. Go on in.
Oh, there's stuff in here.
Hey.
Whoa.
This is my dad's service station / blacksmith shop.
Where do you start?
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in here. There's something I see. I see a little cabinet, and in it is a small red Indian bottle. The smaller ones are always harder to get than the bigger ones. They're worth more money. Now, that's the best thing in here, just so you know. What would you want for that?
Oh, make us an offer.
I hate
No,
doing that.
I know.
I hate making
Much as
offers.
I hate making prices since I didn't buy it, my father did.
There's an interesting little dynamic going on because they're not really sure what the stuff is worth. Ah, jeez. I'd like to steal it from you, but I can't. So I think I gotta offer you at least $100 for it.
What does my brother Clarence have to say about that?
Clarence? When I ask Norm, he turns to Clarence. They're just looking to be on the same page so that nobody's upset when they sell.
Yeah, $100 will let it go.
$100.
Sure.
Gone. There's one bottle. We got a deal.
Good.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. We'd like to get honest value for our products, for Dad's antiques.
What would you want for your 5-gallon red Indian?
Oh,
It's a
it's only a
backside.
bucket, I guess. But
Yeah, it's just a 5-gallon oil bucket.
what do you think? 200?
I'm out. That's a tin that I would normally pay, like for a white rose, which is slightly better. That one I'd probably pay $40 for,
Oh, yeah, well-
sell it for 60 or 70. This one I'd probably pay 60, 65, sell it for 100. You know, if it was anything other than a 5-gallon, totally different game.
Okay, the 5 gallons is the most common.
Well, nobody cares about them. They're so
Okay.
big, they're hard to display, right?
Right.
If this tin was that size, it would be 600.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Cut it in half, $100.
A red Indian 5-gallon oil tin. I want to buy it for 40 or 50 bucks, but there's no chance that's going to happen. You know what, Shell? Do you want to take a run at 100? Because we do have a guy that is interested in red Indian right now.
Hey, we've gambled worse on
Yeah,
lesser
sure.
nags than that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
It's a waste of money to buy tin cans that aren't filled and aren't that much use.
What are you doing?
The mini
There's an
anvil.
anvil.
What do you want an anvil for? Do you want to drop it on somebody's head?
$8.
Nash, I like a good anvil too.
$8 for the mini one.
Where do you get these prices? You just make them up?
That's your offer?
Yeah.
You know what? That was on sale. It's $5.
Oh, you got a deal. Shake his hand
So,
quick.
quick. $5, that's yours.
You can leave it there.
Mini
We'll pick it up
anvil.
later. The funny thing about raising teenagers, you just never know what they're thinking.
You like that one, eh?
Hang tight now.
How much are you looking at for this?
My son, who doesn't care about collectibles at all, is buying a railway lap.
$100?
You only got $100, remember?
60.
Oh, you're learning. 75.
70.
Oh, 75.
Oh, they're playing hardball with you, Liam.
So, yeah, Theo.
You'll double your money on that one. I think Liam was quite happy with what he got. He could turn it over and make a hefty profit.
Okay, guys, come on, let's go look at the big building.
I bet your dad liked to show people this.
Oh, he loved it.
place.
He loved company.
Wow, hey.
Yikes. We got a ton of stuff in here. It's almost like a general store.
In the last few years, my dad, he decided to make a museum open to the public. People could come and take a look at it. So to him, it was a museum.
Quite the collection. He has everything laid out on shelves. I know we're gonna find some good things here.
And hopefully my kids won't break anything.
Is this a bullet?
No, it's a lighter.
A
See?
bullet lighter.
You take the top off.
Lighter. I want to see
It's
the
made to
golden
look like a
one.
bullet, though.
How much do you want for this little bullet lighter?
$5.
I'm not sure what my son's thinking. Liam goes straight toward an old bullet lighter.
Sure.
That's actually a good buy. We used to sell those all the time for $10 and $15. He doesn't even smoke.
No, but he does like the barbecue on occasion.
Oh, right, that must be it.
Yeah.
What would you sell a phone like that for?
$40?
That's very reasonable.
Okay, we got a deal.
Here, let me help.
We're putting that back. The mold's gonna kill us. Let's keep going. Let's keep looking.
Going.
Sheldon, look at this.
Oh, the old post office.
Do you know what I've always wanted one of these for? Is all those little knickknacks that I collect.
That's a perfect piece for repurposing. Could be a wine bottle holder, could be backlit for small collectibles.
All the keys are there, it's complete, the glass is all there. What would you sell a post office like that for? Oh, Clarence has got pain in his face.
I don't know what it's worth.
Sheldon, I don't know.
Probably 50 bucks.
No, I think it's a
No,
little
it's
more
better
than
than
50
that.
bucks.
Couple hundred?
I think it's got to be worth
90.
at least 200 bucks, maybe more.
Let's make it 250, and then we'll sell it to you.
Shake the man's hand for 250.
All right.
You don't get to buy a post office box every day. eh?
We have a little rhythm going here now.
There's something I see. You got a zigzag here with some in there. I love zigzag containers, and I see a nice blue zigzag container with some rolling papers in it. And you got the zigzag box.
Box where it came in.
What would you want for the tin and the paper holder?
20 bucks?
Can't argue with the 20 bucks. Snap that up at $20, and then I hear Liam go, whoa!
I would have paid my last 20 bucks.
It's too late now.
Gotta act fast when I'm gonna buy something.
Make us an offer.
40 bucks?
I was thinking 50, but
Good.
40 is a deal.
Thanks,
Okay.
guys. I just like the feel of this scoop.
25 bucks?
About 20.
Okay, 20 it is.
Done.
Okay, so let's do the negotiation, Nash. I think you should.
Uh, 20?
30. Done deal.
And with the hammer?
Oh, sure, the hammer gets thrown in.
I'm bringing him more often. You guys are way easier on him than me.
I'll say.
How much do you want for this?
You know where you
5
used to...
bucks.
$5?
What's
yeah.
that? You know where you used to get those?
Yeah.
The Calgary Stampede.
Yeah.
In the 70s.
You'd have to throw a ring around bottle or something, you could win one of those.
It's got the look of a bomb. And let's keep going. Keep your eyes peeled, Nash. You still got some money to spend.
I know.
I don't know what it is about 8-year-old boys and weapons. What do you want that for?
It's awesome. It looks like a medieval time.
Well, make an offer on it, but just don't pay too much because it's not real. It's
17 bucks?
no.
How about 15 bucks?
Done.
I like round numbers.
Oh, you found something, Nash. Nash is buying cannons. That's what I used to buy when I went to auctions with my mom.
How much money would these 3 things be? The big cannon, the little cannon, and the tomahawk.
What are you offering us?
Yeah, what are you going to offer us?
Let's see your...
30 bucks?
So, you know, that sounds pretty fair.
I think so.
We got a deal.
Goodbye, Nash.
Goodbye.
That's a good buy. I think I need him buying for me more often. What did you find?
Sword.
That's a First World War, probably. Australian or English bayonet. I'm not sure how your mom's gonna feel about you having that.
20 bucks?
20. Oh, it's a bit more than that. 50.
Do you have enough money?
40.
Hey, whoa.
40 bucks.
Do you have enough money?
Yeah.
What are you going to do with it when you get home?
Not going to chase any
I
of
have
your
to
friends,
put it
eh?
in a storage place.
Okay.
40 bucks is yours.
Can I?
Can you what?
Earn the money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We already shook on it. Now the question is, does he borrow it from you or does he borrow it from me?
Liam, how much money do you have left in your budget?
15.
Okay, I'll lend it to you.
Pretty good buying weapons.
I think my mom isn't gonna approve of them.
Well, she won't
Weapons.
approve of the battle axe and the sword, but the rest she will.
This way.
I loved having Liam and Nash. It was something different, and they made some really good buys.
That's a good buy for a first timer. He'll double up on that one.
I buy weapons because they're cool with their sharp ends.
small red Indian bottle. The smaller ones are always harder to get than the bigger ones.
You know what, fellas? That was just the most fun day.
It was a fun day, all right.
That was a great,
Thank you for coming.
great time, and thanks for being so nice to my little guy when
Oh,
you were
yeah.
negotiating with him.
Don't cut yourself. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, where's Liam?
Liam! Okay, thanks a lot.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, my crew. Go home.
Yeah. My dad's stuff's leaving now, but the offers were fair. My family will be happy with today's outcome.
Having your sons on a budget worked out really well yesterday, don't you think?
It was fun.
Well, I got some fun for us. We need to work on a budget.
I don't need a budget.
First and foremost, pick money. Got to stay in a hotel.
It's like I'm traveling with my mother.
Food money, gas money.
Just a second. There's an empty envelope there. Give me that. I got one for you.
Put a circle around it and a star in the corner.
There.
Yeah.
Beer money. That's what we need. You can keep
All right.
those. I'll keep this.
Let's try it. See how it works.
Yeah, good luck with that. So we're going to see the old neon factory.
Those are the brothers, Joe and Mike.
One of the coolest things, I think, in the history of collecting are neon signs.
Well, I'm hoping we can buy a great sign or two today.
They're closing out, selling the building. Oh, there it is, right there.
Oh, I see the neon
There's
sign.
a neon sign right in front. It's a fish. Oh, is that great?
Wow, this could be good.
Really good. That is a great sign, isn't it?
Boy, it sure hits you when you pull up.
As soon as you walk in, you're just blinded by neon.
Whoa. But everywhere you look.
It's fabulous.
These are vintage signs, good old pieces.
Look at the cows. It's beautiful in there. Some of the greatest signs I've ever seen, including one with a little boy in a canoe on his head.
Hey, Scott.
Hey guys, Joe.
Joe?
Hi,
Mike.
Joe.
Mike,
Sheldon.
this is quite the place you got here.
We do neon, we do prop rentals, we work in movies, we do all kinds of stuff. Our dad was kind of an eccentric guy, and when we were kids, he would always take us to junkyards and auction sales, and then it just kind of went from there.
We have goodies hidden in every corner, and every room you go into, there's always something that somebody's gonna want.
So how did you get into this?
I used to go and work with this guy, and we came to work one day, and I found him dead in his car, and they needed money to bury him, so I bought all his neon equipment for $1,500 so we could bury him, and that's how we got our neon equipment.
We're just trying to figure these guys out. For some reason, I'm getting the impression they're not in the neon business full time. Does the name, the two Mikes, mean anything to you?
Yeah, I'm one of them.
I was thinking that. You are infamous. The memories are coming back now. That guy's been a picker as long as Sheldon and I are longer. You used to drive into town at night, and the next morning, all the signs that were on the sides of buildings were gone.
I've been chased, shot at,
Yelled at.
run off the property.
Yeah, okay. I was really young, maybe 9. The stuff was out there, and all you needed was a screwdriver and a bike, and you could have it.
I got a picture of where we're going here. Yeah, right. We're swimming with sharks here, man. This is not a normal pick.
I was going to ask you if you'd part with the Turkish bath sign.
That's the oldest piece we have.
That's probably the earliest existing neon sign from Winnipeg. Probably comes from 1930, 31.
And what about the piggies? I love the piggies. I want the piggies.
$5 each.
$5 each?
Yeah.
Man.
I'm getting an education, because I knew neon is valuable, but I didn't know the good pieces were that valuable.
Most of the pieces in the front room here are Winnipeg heritage, and it's going to be very difficult to part with them. Plus, we rent them, so we're always making money over and over again.
I'm up. take us somewhere else?
Sure.
I'm now changing gears, and I'm looking at this as if I'm trying to buy off another picker at an antique show.
Let's go downstairs first.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. We might get 2 or 3 good items. These guys are pickers, and pickers always come up with good stuff.
So this here is our neon graveyard. This is where all the neon signs of businesses that have failed come to rest.
What about party?
No, that's a broken one. It was a good party.
The key here is to find the treasures mixed in amongst the average items, the broken things.
I got a Drury's keg here.
Oh, the beer.
Found a lovely little Drury's pony keg for beer. Still got the original faucet into it. It's got the engraved signature into it. That's a great little item.
That's a good one.
I'd go $100. They make good side tables.
I can do that.
Yeah, shake his hand.
Great.
Perfect. You got another one of those fish signs. I see another fish sign. It looks like the one on the outside of the building. Man, that's a biggie, eh? That
So
is.
I think it's 14 feet long. It was in my garage, and I set my garage on fire, so it got a little burnt. But
sure you just didn't wire it wrong?
Yeah, I can hook you up with that.
What would you do, just repaint that?
You could strip the whole thing down, and you could have it customized, you know, for your fishing lodge or whatever you want it to say.
This one has no neon, and it's been in a fire. Maybe we have an opportunity to buy it. So what would you want for something like that?
Well, like the way it sits, I'd probably blow it out for like $1,500.
I see another fish sign. We may have a shot at this one because we know we don't have a shot at the one outside. If we owned the sign and we said, paint it up and neon it for us,
Yeah.
what would it cost?
It's about $2,500 to $5,000, depending on what you want it to say, how much detail you want on it. Like if you want a cowboy job or you want a Cadillac job, it all depends. Eh? And you guys look like you want a cowboy job.
I like this sign, but I don't know if I want to.
I don't like it $1,500 worth.
Well, I really don't like writing him a blank check, and that's what we're doing.
Oh, I take Visa, dude.
Let's keep looking.
We're gonna take you up to the second floor. We've got goodies to look through
Stuff?
up there.
You got a white rose?
Yeah, I got that sign for $5.
I'll double your money.
Yeah. I bought this thing when I was 12 years old off an old garage in the North End, and I rolled it home.
And you've been hauling this around ever since?
Yeah, I've rented out to about 6 or 8 movies.
What do you want for it?
Oh, money doesn't talk on this one.
These guys are actually in the movie prop business. So there's way more money in somebody renting a piece over and over again than there is selling it at a picker price to us. How much for the Pepsi machine?
That thing's about $4,000.
Why is this one so much money?
Well, for every 100 Coke machines you would find, you'd find 1 Pepsi.
Yeah, I give you that.
And for a Pepsi guy, never been painted, works.
So that's original.
Yeah, I got it right out of the gas station in northern Iowa about 20 years ago.
What'd you pay for it?
I paid $300 for it.
You're trying to make a fair bit of profit, aren't you? He wants $4,000, which is more than retail. Even he knows it's more than retail.
I don't sell retail. I sell to, like, you know, guys that have garages, have money, they're car collectors.
So you sell more than retail?
Of course. That's the name of the game. I'm probably the hardest guy to do business with. I deal in the higher end stuff.
So you wouldn't take like $2,000 on it?
No.
25?
No, I'm out.
Well, I think I'm out too.
There's a few pieces upstairs you might want to have a look at.
We'll go wherever you take us. Just start selling us something.
So there's a few goodies up here.
Like a 50s sign there.
Yeah.
It's the picture of the Queen Mary in a Cunard frame. She for sale?
Sure is. How much you give me for it?
$100?
It's a Cunard White Star. White Star's Titanic. It's 100th anniversary. It's an embossed frame. I would let it go for $150.
I just don't know that there's much room in it. I agree with you on the 100th anniversary of the sinking of the
This is the
Titanic.
year that's going to be worth it.
It's a cool thing.
I'll let it go for 125 bucks.
We bought something!
Yay!
This is where we do all the neon work.
I spot immediately a piece I know very well.
Like that. Canadian, 1940.
Can I grab that?
Yeah, I love the image.
Got the great winter scene with the ski cabin and the woman with her skis. I've actually seen that sign sell at auction for around $1,100 in a little bit better condition than that one.
That's a piece you could buy and probably, there's some room in it, you could probably do something on it.
So what
But
would you do?
I'm asking $5 for it.
Rather be in at 3.
Yeah, well, I paid $4, so
Did you?
I'd sell it for $4.
But I'll take it at 4.
All right, man. Good buy. That's the best thing you'll buy here today.
At $400, that's a steal. He was throwing us a bone because he'd said no so many times today. That's a great piece.
A good picker will extend all the branch to another guy in good faith that they'll return the favor my way one day.
Not that these are real popular. I mean, they got a great image. What would something like that sell for? The Lions International porcelain sign.
I would sell it for 250 bucks.
Can I try and grind you?
Give it a shot.
150 bucks. You make 50, I make 100 if I sell it.
200 bucks.
175.
200 bucks.
Flip for it.
I'll flip for that. Okay. You call it. Heads or tails?
Heads. Heads, I get 200. Tails, you get one for 175.
Heads! Oh! You got it! I know it's unlikely we're gonna buy any neon, but what the heck? Let's give it a shot. So little Mr. Portage there, if I wanted to buy him, how much would he cost me?
He'd be like 15,000 bucks.
You can't make it for under $20,000.
I don't think we're gonna be doing much buying here, but we did learn a few things.
This room is a tough room to buy in.
Any places that we should be going to around here that we can do some picking?
Well, you can come to my house.
Are you gonna be easier on us?
I think so.
Yeah?
All right.
Okay, well, we'll
Worth a
see you
shot.
tomorrow.
Cool.
It was great.
Thanks,
Thanks
guys.
for coming
Nice
by,
to
you
meet
guys.
Even though you're hard, both of you are hard.
I feel like we met the living legend brothers here.
You know, Sheldon, I can't believe we came to a neon shop and didn't buy a neon sign. God, that's a good sign, isn't it?
I love that sign. He does have that one in the basement.
You think we could beat him up a little bit on the price of getting the neon done?
If we could get that other sign in the basement, that would salvage the day. We get the giddy up job done?
See if we can get the giddy up job, but try and guilt him into giving us the Cadillac?
I don't think we can walk away from that other sign now that I think of it. Let's go talk to him.
Let's see what we can do.
You guys are back?
You know what? We just couldn't leave without talking to you about that fish downstairs.
I knew you wanted to take some neon home with you.
Took another look at the one out there, and it's just too cool.
But I think we're bottom feeders today. We're going.
Yeah, you're shopping in the basement today.
So you talked about maybe doing that one up for us.
You quoted us $1,500 on the fish,
Yeah.
and you said between $2,500 and $5,000. $25 the Cowboy, $5's the Cadillac. So I think we can do the 15 and the 25, and maybe you can just make that Cowboy sort of look like the king of the ranch for us.
Oh, you're pushing it.
Well, you know what? You're lucky because even though we are Cowboys, we always do a Cadillac job.
Oh, beautiful. I love it. So I got you where you
I
need.
think that we can make a deal work here.
Yeah?
Excellent. Yeah. Well, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks
Perfect.
again. All of a sudden, we got the big one on, and we land him. I'm really happy. Thanks again, guys.
Hey, you know, because you came in and bought yourself a piece of neon, you can have this for your place.
Oh, excellent.
Takeout.
All right. This will,
You
you
could
know.
have takeout from your bait shop.
You got it.
it. So you can leave here today with some neon.
Let's take
All
out.
right,
Hey,
guys.
thanks again.
Yeah, thanks for
guys.
coming
Okay.
back.
All right.
I finally met the infamous Mike and his brother Joe, and now we're gonna have the best neon sign in the city of Calgary.
It's a good throw.
I love it.
Finally won one today. We got a great sign, and it's gonna be a showstopper. The image is just so good, and it's a porcelain sign.
I love it.
1940s Canadian Orange Crush. We'll make good money off that. Thanks a lot, Mike.
Yeah, thanks for coming by, guys. Good to meet you.
See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, and get us some drawings on that sign. I want to see what it's going to look like.
Get them up right away for you.
Feel like parting with some stuff tomorrow.
Yeah.
Stop at the bank on your way.
They know their stuff. They know what they're looking for.
It's a great day when you meet new guys that are into what you're into and appreciate, you know, the work that you've done.
All right, see you guys.
Well, that was fun. Looked like we were going to get pretty much skunked. And then all of a sudden we walk away with, well, the big fish.
Yeah. Can't let Keenan touch it, though.
Yeah.
On our way to see Mike, I'm looking forward to this.
But I'm holding back a little bit of the beer budget, just in case we come across something great today.
I don't even know how to respond to that. It'll be interesting to see how the negotiating goes now that we have spent a day with him. And my guess is he's a bit like me, that when he brings it in the house, it's not for sale unless somebody really wants to pay for it. I think it's this White House right here, because I can see some stuff in the front window. This is it. This is it for sure. Just drive right in.
So we're going to the Pirate's Den.
Oh, look at the Coke signs on the back. Oh, gosh. I'm in love already.
Hey, guys.
How are you, bud?
Good, what's going on?
You know,
Morning, Mike.
Morning. You of all people, I would have thought would have had a door push on a screen door.
You know, I had one, but some kid came and stole it.
Yeah.
Man after your own heart.
Yeah, just reward.
Come on in, you guys. Maybe we can find something in the house.
Oh, wow.
There's some great stuff in here.
There's things I would love to own, and I'm not even an advertising guy.
Look at the Drury's.
Now, is that original?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's cool because it's made locally. That's a Winnipeg piece.
Oh,
it was made by a sign company right here in the city.
What would it take to part with that?
Probably $5 grand.
I don't think Mike sized us up that well yet, because I'm debating whether I shake his hand at $5 grand. I might do that.
You'd have to take all the Drury's.
You know, you're watching me, aren't you? You see me thinking about it, and you go, okay, I don't really want to get rid of it, so now I'm going to add all these other things in. He figured out that I was going to buy it and then change the deal.
But you got to understand, you're in my kitchen, so it's a little different. This is all the stuff that, to me, is the stuff I'm keeping.
But, you know, if you're a good picker, you'll be able to squeeze an item or two out of me.
I just got this about 2 weeks ago at an auction sale. Picked that up for $80.
I've never seen one this size.
Mhm.
I've seen little square ones all the time.
Yeah.
We got a buyer for this stuff.
Yeah.
It's a bank, right?
Yeah.
What would you want for that?
I'd sell that for $100.
Done.
You bought something out of my kitchen.
Yeah.
So this is the living room, dining room. So this is the more, you know, older pieces.
Orange Crush. Right on the wall is the pair to the Orange Crush sign we bought yesterday. It's the most desirable of all the cardboard Orange Crush signs. What would you want for that if you were gonna sell it?
I turned down $2,500 US for it about 12 years
Seriously?
ago. Yeah, like that's a good sign.
Oh, it's a great sign.
I would pay $1,000 for another one all day long.
Well, I was hoping you were gonna say 1,000 and I was gonna say yes.
This is going to be tough.
What about your Coke?
Those things go for like $1,500.
We've got to find a piece that we like more than Mike likes,
That's like a $1,500 sign.
and it has to be at a price that we can turn it over.
What about the two Texaco tins?
They're nice. I mean, I'd probably want $1.40 each for them.
I want those Texaco tins. They're nice.
Yeah.
But I don't want to pay $300 for them. Like, that's teens probably,
Yeah.
this one. That one's probably 20s.
Yeah.
I got a strategy up my sleeve on how to get them for less. I love the mid-century modern.
I have 2 of them.
Do you?
Yeah.
As my friend says, I should keep my powder dry till I've seen everything else
Sure,
you
let's
got.
go take a look down the basement. Maybe there's something down there.
What you said, it's a little steep. Yeah. Cowboy boots weren't made for these stairs. I see something I gotta have here. A stubby rack.
Yeah.
I've got the sign at home without the rack. That's a rare little item, and for a stubby collector, that's a must-have. What would you need out of Stubby?
Probably like 300 bucks.
I like him. I'd rather be into it for like 150.
250, I'd let her go.
I got an idea. What about splitting the difference?
You want to flip on it?
I don't want to flip on it. I'm not doing very well with my flips.
Come on.
I'm a little bit nervous because my flipping's not been very good these days. Well, hey, let's make the flip in our favor.
Well, there you go.
You call it.
Yeah.
If we win, it's 175. If you win, it's 250.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, what do you want?
I call heads.
And we're looking at, that's a loon.
Ah, tails! All right! I got it! Finally, I win one.
It's your lucky day.
We got Stubby. 175, I'm in. Well, I want to talk to you about something that I don't think you think I want to talk to you about. It's that Danish boomerang table.
Oh, you want to buy the furniture right out of my house?
Absolutely killer Danish modern boomerang coffee table. Not only do I have about 5 people that want to buy it, my wife might like that too. What would you need for the table?
Probably 7.
I'd like to be into it for about 4.
I'm not flipping on this one. 6?
500 bucks.
Okay, 500 bucks.
I love it. I love it. And there's one other thing. One last thing.
It's always the last thing.
He's digging deep.
I want those Texaco tins. Pull out the 2 brown ones.
All right, we're in. Bookends.
I'm taking my tins and going home.
Attaboy.
Mike's told us he used to slap a bunch of money down in front of somebody to make him do a deal. That's exactly what we did to him today. It's the best thing in the world to beat the master at his own game.
Hey, Mike, I guess money talks.
Money talks, man.
When you go into the ring against somebody that's as good as you just try not to get dropped. And I think we came out of this pretty well. We got some good things, and we came out without our nose bloody. These are just so sweet. Good deal for me. Got them right where I wanted them on that one. That's top of the heap when you come to modern furniture. That's a great buy for us.
That's a good little card, eh?
That's a great little card.
Thanks a lot, Mike.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Mike,
Thank
that was
you
great.
guys. Yeah, it's been great.
That was a lot of fun.
There'll be more stuff the next time you come.
You come pick me, too.
Yeah, I will. The day was awesome. I think we're very similar. That's probably why, we really hit it off today.
I'm pretty happy with what we picked. We got some good stuff from Mike.
Yeah?
He's a fun guy to negotiate with, though.
He is. As usual, we blew the hell out of the budget. And budget is not your forte.
I like handling the budget, particularly the beer side of the budget. I like that side of the budget. We're here today waiting for the delivery of the fish sign that we bought in Winnipeg. I can hardly wait to see it. There's John.
Hey, I'll give you a hand.
Oh, everything get here smoothly?
See ya.
Yeah, it's here smooth, except tired, man. It's a long...
Where's the fish?
Mike said he'll bring that tomorrow. Didn't have it ready. He doesn't mind bringing it out.
I'm a little disappointed. I wanted to see that fish.
That's good. We should maybe put the plywood across here.
I think it'll be okay. We don't have much.
It's much easier if it's on top.
It's all right.
I'm going back in, man. I'm leaving this to you.
Oh,
The hell was that?
Oh, no.
you on the phone?
I just stumbled on the curb.
Oh my God.
Guys, it's my fault. I was carrying it. I slipped
Well,
on the
it sure
curb.
as heck isn't the sidewalk's fault.
It was a stupid mistake.
If we paid him very much, we'd have to dock him pay. But we pay him so little, I don't know how we deal with this.
You know, with about 6 or 7 more years of training, I think you'll get it. You made it!
How you doing?
Hey, good to see you. You guys have never heard of a tarp?
Oh no, that's extra.
This was so it would be weathered when we got here.
Nice paint job.
Some cowboy did that.
That's beauty. I am so excited about that sign. I didn't think it was gonna look half as good as it does.
We want you guys to take the tail.
Oh, that's the heavy end.
Yeah.
I was always taught water and electrical doesn't mix.
Yeah, neon signs were meant to go out in the rain. It is a fish after all.
Beauty. Look at that.
That's great.
Fantastic. I love it.
Well, I'm gonna go sit in my easy chair and watch you guys get to work putting it together, man.
So what happens? The glass gets attached now?
Yeah.
16 pieces of glass.
Hopefully there's not more.
Yeah. To drive at 1,400 kilometers, you're just asking for problems. Trucks on the highway are spewing rocks. You hit some bumpy roads. It's construction. It's easier to bring it in pieces. All right, that's it, guys. Plug it in.
Whoa. Whoa! Fantastic! Yeah.
Amazing.
Look at that. Does that look great?
I can't believe it actually works.
I can't. To be honest, I can't either.
That just snaps out at you. That's great.
That is beautiful.
I love it.
I got to take a picture of that and send it to a couple buddies
And if you
right now.
stand-
You
There you
can't
go.
sell it while we're in the building. That's not fair.
I don't think I'd sell it for less than 10 grand. That's so cool. You could not replace that sign for under 20 grand. Okay, turn around, Mike. Smile.
Guys that didn't
Smile
pay
like you're in
enough.
the prison lineup again.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Joe, I knew it was going to be good. I didn't think it would look this good.
You guys did ask for the Cadillac job.
I'd put that in my house, let alone on a store or in a barn or something like that.
This calls for a beer.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks, you guys.
Here's to a Cadillac job for a cowboy price.
Yeah, and bringing it out, too.
Yeah.
That's above and beyond.
Hey, that's the Cadillac service.